We are not looking for ads for Arbuckle Wilderness.
I just wanted to play the theme.
You can waste time like no other. It's really amazing.
You know, I just wish you support my creativity.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's 90-day gate. Let's love.
Creativity with a question mark. Definitely.
Welcome to 90-Day Gaze,
Welcome
y'all.
to 90-Day Gaze.
Toe.
Welcome to Toe.
The other way.
Welcome to Toe. The other way.
We went the other way and we never went back.
I did a U-turn completely.
Woo!
I'm going the other way, Mama. You just backed the whole way up.
I did.
Back the way down the exit.
Mm-hmm. Get your hands out of the way.
Shut up, dog next door. I hate you.
Y'all,
That's not the dog downstairs from me,
No,
y'all. This is
it's
the
another
other dog
dog
across the way that is absolutely awful.
Poodle lives in a goddamn kennel, y'all. Anyway.
Y'all, if your dog barks, have some respect for your neighbors and find a way for your dog to not bark nonstop.
I agree with that. This is season 5. Is this episode
10?
10?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I wrote down.
Well, I believe you then.
I
Forgiven.
can't read my
Forgiven,
writing.
not
I
forgotten.
like sound it out. Like my mother would tell my brother, sound it out, Lucas. Sound it out.
Forgiven, not forgotten.
That sounds like a thing like on a really terrible like talk show. She's like, I've forgiven you, but I have not forgotten it.
Makes me think of that Dixie Chick song, Not Ready to Make Nice, because that's part of the lyric.
Oh, is it?
Forgive, sounds good. Forget, I don't think I could.
Ooh.
It's a good lyric.
Do we have any announcements?
I don't
think so.
Y'all, we announced it. We did it all yesterday, but our year anniversary is coming up on the 22nd. So on that,
We're thinking, y'all, you should give us some hints.
we're gonna, y'all. It's just we have a lot going on right now because Darcy and Stacy's coming up in a week and a half. We also,
I'm already tired.
We're planning this, y'all. We are starting to hire people. We're starting to put together how we're going to do a live show.
Your virtual live show.
Your virtual live show that's going to be in October because we promised you 2,000. We would do a live show.
And we've surpassed that.
And you're already coming for us with that musical episode from 100 reviews.
You can't do this every episode.
I'm
to
just
me.
saying. Just want to bring it up. Anyway.
That is not a huge priority right now for me.
It's not. So anyway.
There's so many other priorities.
We're trying to figure out what we can do. We want to do something for year, but we are going to be doing, for the week of the 16th, everything is free for everyone.
Right.
So I think that's it.
I think that's it.
We got Lalu. We're enjoying that.
Oh, Lalu at the $8 tier. Love After Lockup, y'all.
Oh.
We got Tangy.
Now we are...
Oh, I fainted. I used that just this morning with my student.
You went, oh, I fainted.
No, he's like, oh, I've been practicing this week. I went, oh, I fainted. He went, what?
Oh, you're like, sorry.
I said, don't you watch Love After Lockup, Tangy? He went, no.
And you went, oh, just me then.
Oh, just me then. Okay, fine.
So
don't
some
know
of
what
you
you're
might
missing.
be confused. We thought we were going to recap Smother, but then we watched the way they're doing the Smother.
Oh, this doesn't make sense, you guys.
It's too meta, and they're also They're actually commenting on things from season 1. We don't want to watch that yet.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Eventually are going to recap.
We
all
like
of season
Mariah and the mom and the Marsha.
who seem like a fucking mess.
I watched a little bit of them. They're disastrous.
This is not good.
Yeah.
But we want to wait to dive in
the
all that
daughter
for season
looks
1.
like an actual drag queen.
Yeah, she does. So if we do a reunion, then if they do a reunion, then we'll recap that. But that might be it for Smothered for now.
Oh,
Even Poodle said
I'm gonna miss not doing Brittany's voice. I may have to just mutter to myself, "Oh, you scared me."
It's true. And Poodle even
that
sent me a
scared me.
text and said, "I watched some of season 1. It's good."
I did watch a
Y'all,
little
he's
bit.
gotten roped in. For all of you that say that you can't get past Smothered, I just want to say, sit with it for a couple of episodes because it will grow on you.
I still don't like it,
But it will grow on you.
I actually say Smothered season 1 was easier to handle for me. Because there wasn't Sarah and Lori.
It's interesting. People get turned off in the first episode because it's the licking of the face that really bothers.
That was really hard.
However,
for me.
that's the worst of them.
I agree. That's the worst.
They
of
get
them.
actually more normal.
Lori and Sarah get worse.
Lori and Sarah get crazier when she smells her teeth,
Yeah.
her baby teeth.
Or no, how about the last episode where she's like, and she's gonna give me a kidney.
Oh, and she gives her a
Here's
kidney
necklace.
Y'all, that's a real love. It's a connection we have.
And
Or
everyone's
when
like,
Mary gets a tummy, or tells Brittany to get a tummy tuck, and keeps saying, "When you have plastic surgery together, you feel so close. It's a bond the mother
There's
and daughter
just-
can have."
there's
It
just
gets good,
something,
y'all.
that is so repellent to me that I'm watching it, because for people to behave this way is absolutely inexcusable.
It's still good, though. It's still good.
I know, but especially there's something about a mother enabling her daughter that makes it worse for me. It's hard to watch.
I've seen that already in life.
But
So, yeah, y'all.
season 1 seems like it's more comical. Like
Maybe.
the moms who dress too sexy.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it.
I can't remember her name. Mariah and
cares?
You're right.
Who cares?
Yeah.
And
Drag queen.
drag queen.
She really does.
Yeah.
She's had her lips done, that you saw there. And she's like, "Hey, mom."
Hey,
She's something.
All right. So let's. Oh, we do want to say, y'all, this is a. It's been.
We didn't have it in.
We didn't have any, but y'all, prayers going up to our favorite
Oh, right.
sissies.
God.
That is,
Y'all, we're
really-
taping this on Tuesday.
Poodle was, which this will go up tonight.
Yeah.
So this happened on
and
Tuesday. You
boy,
hadn't seen it.
this
You had
is-
been busy. And I
no.
was showing him videos.
He showed me video, and I cupped my hand over my mouth. I could
Y'all,
not believe
it's
what
like,
I saw.
It looks like 9/11 times like 100 there.
Just the explosion.
They think it's I guess a firework factory
no,
where
it's
they stored ammonia.
No, it's fertilizer and bombs ingredients.
But
bomb ingredients.
So it wasn't a terrorist act, but
No,
still,
not that
it
they're
was-
aware of.
Watch it, but anyway, if you do watch the video, it's but
Yeah.
those poor people, we send all our sissy love to them.
Love, guys. Especially if we have. I'm sure we've got listeners there. We've got listeners everywhere.
I don't know, everywhere.
We don't have a ton in Russia, I must
No.
say.
No,
Russian
in Russia.
sissies, come at us.
No.
We love you too.
Congo, just one. I know because we just have one, and I'm like, ooh, I remember Congo was
Must be
the
rough.
top. Congo was the top of the dick tree.
Oh,
Remember on
that's
that
a
dick?
shame.
Remember when Sissy posted
Yes.
the big dick list, and
That's a
Congo was number
shame.
1?
That's a shame, because I'm sure we have some real dick pigs there.
But gay people don't want to go to Congo.
No. Or people who support gay people.
Yeah.
I think it, and y'all come at us. Maybe there's a way for you listening to not support gay people at all to listen to us.
I don't know.
I'm not sure how that works, but we gay as hell.
We gay as hell. We gay
So,
as hell.
We're not the homosexuals who quote refrain from homosexual activity.
No.
You know,
Mm-mm.
I was just watching some Sean Cody this morning.
Good for you.
You can Google that. Don't do it at work.
Don't do it at work. And don't pay for it. Just go to Pornhub. Anyway, or just catch
Or
Piano
download
Cat.
it like I do.
Or get Piano Cat 77 on Chatterbait.
I'll tell you all about it.
9 p.m.
You won't see my face though.
Hawaiian time.
It's just a harness. And
Great. And then just cat ears. All right, speaking of fun
Let's jump
costumes,
in.
let's jump into
Speaking
Ari
of
and Biniyam.
Ari and Biniyam. They are going to. First of all, I've just got to say, she's probably said about 10 words on this trip, and it's pissing me off.
Ari?
Yes.
She's not saying a lot.
And I think it's because either she's so embarrassed that her mom is even asking questions, and she just I wrote this down. It's pissing me off that either she won't even number one, she won't ask questions like her mom, nor will she defend him. She's just kind of sitting there and letting her mom do everything.
I think that's her. I think she's kind of a bump on a log type of personality.
But supposedly she's been everywhere and traveled, and she wants to be a club promoter. I think she's mortified by what's happening, and she turns back into 8 years old when her mom is around.
Maybe, yeah.
I just want to say it's pissing me off.
She's probably mortified, and she also, I think a lot of this situation is, this is getting real for her.
That and her anxiety is just crippling.
Yeah.
And I think, too, it's getting real for her, and she's in these places, and she's like, I really thought it would be great to move to Ethiopia, and I would be so, like, exotic and woke, and I thought this would be amazing, but nothing's been the same since I've been here, and this isn't like traveling and then going to Ibiza later.
And I have to poop standing up because there's not a toilet seat in our room.
So you're right. Maybe it's a combination of that where she's just a little shell-shocked.
Maybe.
And this is, and I don't know if she has got a lot of coping skills in life.
I'm going to say no to that. I'm just going to say no to that. I think Ari actually is probably very sensitive.
No shit.
And, I mean, she struggled with, I don't know the full extent. I'm bringing this up only because she's
problems
talked
with
about
self-harm. Yeah.
She has self-harm. So she struggled with coping before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think... There's something
about it makes me so angry to see the mother asking every question, and it's like she hasn't even asked these questions of the guy who's fathered her baby.
But I don't feel like Janice, that's the mother, y'all. I don't feel like Janice is not letting her ask questions.
No.
In fact, Janice is asked, do
she's
you have questions?
Oh, and she's even said, shouldn't you want to know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Janice, and some people have come for Janice. I think Janice is being a responsible mother.
I think so too. If you're coming for Janice, you got mom issues.
She hasn't been rude.
And I'm only saying that your mom probably pisses you off and Janice triggers you.
And she's not like Mother Paul.
No.
Or like, God forbid, like, I'm trying to think, what mother was worse?
Debbie.
Oh,
for sure. Debbie.
Think about the difference between Mother Debbie and Janice.
What other mother was worse? We haven't met a lot of them. She's not as, even though we ended up loving her, she wasn't as bad as Mama Terry.
No. Oh,
because Mama Terry at first was
back
horrible.
Mama Terry.
Mama Terry would fix this situation quick.
She would.
Because, y'all, she's a fucking nurse.
Yeah. Mama Terry knows how to handle. Mama Terry knows how to handle a problem.
She does, which Janice does too. Actually, again, she's a fucking nurse,
but she's more passive aggressive about it.
She's more passive aggressive about it.
So you guys, we're going to dinner with his family.
I actually think just want to say, I think she's a little more realistic. And Terry,
she is.
I think Terry thought had a younger child and thought I can make my daughter do what I want them to do. Janice knows Ari's decided to do this.
And if she goes way against it,
then
Ari will rebel even more.
Yeah,
because
Ari's that girl.
Ari's rebellion is why she's pregnant in Ethiopia.
Yep.
That's the sole reason.
Oh, for sure.
And I hate to say that, and I know that sounds really, really, like, flippant. You're like, why would someone do that? Because she's rebelling. Because she's rebelling against her raising, which was very privileged.
Agreed.
Yeah. Anyway. I don't like her.
She's not enjoyable.
Yeah. Anyway, so we meet.
So they're gonna have dinner with his family.
We meet her brother, his brother, Yosef, and his sisters, Wish and Mimi.
I kind of like these names.
I wonder if it's short for something, or her name is just Wish.
Maybe her name's Wishful, Wishing.
I don't know.
And they just call her Wish.
I don't know. It's a nice name, I think.
I kind of liked it actually. Wish.
I'm wishing
for the one I love to fuck me.
We just ruined Snow White for a bunch of people.
Someone just got so excited. Oh my gosh, they're going to sing Snow White. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
or got their kids, honey, you want to listen to this?
Honey.
They're going to sing, like, turn this up. They're going to sing nice songs. And then with the word fuck me, she's like, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. We do have
Just
a
forget you
sissy
ever
who
learned that.
shows a video of their child dancing to our ththeme song while she's playing.
I love that.
I do, but I thought, I hope it's just the theme song. And then you know.
Speaking of, since last night's episode, y'all came for us on Disney weddings. A lot of you have had them. Fuck.
One person said,
I got a private message saying my Disney wedding was
I
fantastic.
told
Thank
you they were good for people that are meeting.
I have seen so many trashy Disney
You know
wedding
what? Y'all
pictures.
send the poodle your pictures of pretty Disney weddings.
No!
He needs to see
I
them.
don't want them.
Send it to him. Jake it or fake it.
I find the Disneyfication of weddings disturbing.
Well, we had one sissy that said, I had a Disney wedding for under $10,000. And then we separated 2 months later.
That's neither here nor there. That's what she said. You know what? Have it if you want, you guys. I've just seen so many that look tacky as fuck. So
I've seen
with
cute
like
ones.
whole like Mickey Mouse shit in your hair. I
Well-
just don't think Disney has anything to do with marriage. But that's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, agree.
I don't
So
know.
they're eating with family.
By the way, he's smiling like a jackass eating sawbriars. One of the
that's the
brothers,
truth.
and they've got stank faces on.
Again, this is like, are only the women like in control of what's happening?
Yeah,
because
he doesn't say a word.
the men don't say anything, and the sisters. I love these sisters.
Yeah.
They're fucking together.
The brother looks like he's a little touched. He just kind of sits.
He's
there.
just kind of like, hey, and then the sisters are like, so they are like, they're serving them food. And then they have this tradition called gursha, which they have to serve. They have to feed
like the
people.
injera.
Again, y'all.
That's the little kind of
Y'all
tortilla-looking thing.
Y'all might come for Janice. Imagine if this was Chuck and Charlie.
Oh, they would lose their fucking minds.
They would imagine if this was even Mama Terry. If
No,
this,
Janice ate raw meat out of someone's
Now,
hand.
That's class act right there.
Yes.
That's a class act.
And you know what? She's like asking, do people get sick? And the people are like, yeah, sometimes.
Wish is
you
like,
know what?
"Some-"
Janice put it in her mouth and she fucking chewed it.
And yep. And Wish said, sometimes I take the Pepto-Bismol. Anyway.
So, y'all, I don't know if you have Ethiopian places. It's one of my favorite
I live.
ethnic food.
Have you been to the places
Yeah,
by me?
yeah.
by
Well,
me?
they're all near you.
Yeah, right on Fairfax.
I love Ethiopian food. You eat it with the injera. Really good goat. It's the only place I've ever had goat at was an Ethiopian
Really?
place. Yeah. Do you normally eat goat?
No.
You act like, really, I've had goat all over the county.
It is
I
good.
thought you were going to say that.
The last time I had Ethiopian food, it was terrible, but it wasn't at those places on Fairfax.
Oh.
It was down on Venice with our friend that gave me the T-shirt and the hat for her wedding.
Why would
Remember
you
that,
have
friend?
Ethiopian food in
I
Venice?
know. I'm like, why did you pick there? It's like living in Boston and deciding to have having Italian food on the fucking east side of town instead of
it's
the north
weird.
end.
It's weird.
Anyway, and yeah, I haven't been to the places.
I love Ethiopian food. It's one of my favorites. And they'll put they'll put it in something out there, and it'll like all these little piles of food.
Yeah.
It's really good. Ethiopian food is very good, you guys.
It is.
So I don't know if I'd eat raw meat with butter, but
No.
that's me.
But we have sushi. But
Yeah, but there's something different than I've had steak tartare before. But I get nervous about eating red raw meat. But that's me. Raw fish doesn't seem as bad.
I wouldn't be. I would not.
But
I'd be
people do it.
But people do it. So, so anyway, they feed one another, and then Janice asked. She was like, she starts asking questions like, "What is the role of the husband with the new baby?" And Wish and Mimi are like, "Well, the husband works and makes the money."
Yeah.
And then, and the thing is, Biniyam, he's working every night into the wee hours
He's
of the
dancing.
night. He's dancing.
It's like Mr. Bojangles. He dances.
He's not going to be their helper. Janice is like, that's not really acceptable.
Yeah.
And you know what I think I realized this is? Honestly, I think a lot of this is Janice realizes Ari's not going to be able to do this on her own.
Totally.
Not
Totally.
other women, y'all. Rebecca could raise a kid on her own. She did. You know what I mean? Like
other women
even
could do
Deavan,
this.
she does it on her own.
Ari does not have the life skills.
She does not have the life skills to do it.
She
and
would
Janice
need
knows
to.
this.
She would need to be helped by his sisters.
Yes.
In a huge way.
And Janice knows this, and it just hit me. Oh, this isn't just a normal. This is my kid is as a kid and can't do this.
Biniyam doesn't have a whole lot of reality in his life
he
either.
seems very immature as well.
Yeah, and
it
so
a
y'all,
bad
this
combination.
is doomed. I'm calling it now.
Like Karini has her own cuckoo-ness, but she gets her shit together and seems to take care of her kid. This is not Ari.
Yeah, and like we said yesterday about Paul and Karini, we're not going to go into it, but it's shit's going down right now, y'all. We're not picking a side, and we're not choosing who we're going to support.
We did pick a side, Pierre.
That's the
where
one.
we stand.
And so send good thoughts to Pierre. They're still
and their new baby. I think they should call him Gary. Pierre and Gary. Hey, friend, this is my kid's Pierre.
This is friend. Have you met Gary, baby Gary?
Baby Gary.
It's like a truck driving hat on.
Exactly.
Anyway, so their mom is really pushing shared responsibility, but how if he's at the club every single night,
and Janice is like, they're in love right now, but that's gonna fade.
And I'm just gonna tell you, let me just lay this out. This is someone who had a relationship before with an American woman. He was a dancer. His ex-girlfriend is the dance partner. See where I'm going here?
Yep.
He works every night in a nightclub.
Yeah.
Y'all, Ari's going to lose her fucking mind. She already says she's a jealous person. She's going to be a wreck.
She's going to be a wreck. And, and what I liked about this conversation, this is why I love the sisters, because the sisters are like, look, we're worried too, because talk about not...
Yeah, we're worried because he got screwed by his first relationship, and now we don't even know the baby.
And took her baby back to America, and we're fucked. And then I never thought about this, that they... if Ari goes to visit her mom, is she going to let that come back and have that that baby?
Right.
I was like, good for you for standing your ground, wishing me.
They flipped the script.
I actually feel like... Wish, Mimi, and Janice should get together like gangsters and just decide everything that's going to happen.
Yeah, that would
and then
make
just tell
everybody
them what
happier.
To do.
I just see this as ending in tears for everybody.
For everybody.
Yeah, it's... Ugh.
Because, so I did... one of our sissies from Ethiopia reached out and just said, just the nature, it is really, really difficult
to get a visa
for Ethiopians to get visas. Period.
To America.
But I think she said visas, period. So they finally brought it up, though, in this conversation that they eventually would want to do that for Biniyam. But it's not an easy thing. She didn't go into the specifics of it, but it's just, she said, the way it is in Ethiopia.
I just don't think Ari is going to be able to live in a foreign country without her family.
I'm calling it now, like, Ari needs to go back to the U.S. to have this baby. Yeah. She needs her mom and sister to take care of this because, I mean, maybe, but we don't know what lives, because Janice said, and this kind of broke, but she said to Wish and Mimi, she's like, so look, I'm counting on you to support her.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we're going to do it.
But I don't know if they know
what a disaster Ari is.
This is just my own shit that I'm putting on this, but just listening to Wish and Mimi talk, they seem like intelligent women who have their shit together and probably are adults. They seem like it.
Yeah.
So they're
y'all don't pull over.
Don't pull over. By the way, someone in our Patreon sent us a message and said, "Hey, it's so funny when y'all say don't pull over because do you not realize that
it's happening live?
People are live.
We know that, but really we're doing it so because people used to say that." They would listen to us and they'd be in
their
car, and then they would pull over because they heard sirens.
So that's why we say
we don't understand time and space very well, but we do not think you hear the show live.
We do know, yes, that you don't hear the show live. But when Janice asked Wish and Mimi, like, basically, can you take care? I don't think Wish and Mimi are, unless Bini and his home. I
don't know if you can say Wish and Mimi more.
It's true. It's true.
You could just say his sisters.
They probably assume that Ari is like a put-together adult.
She's a child.
And they have no idea. Yeah.
She's a spoiled child.
They have no idea.
Who's traveled everywhere. Who's experienced so many things. Does it sound like I hate her? Because I do.
I don't hate her. I'm more. I
hate her.
I feel sorry for Biniyam in this because he seems like a good guy.
I kind of agree.
He just seems clueless.
He got the short end of the stick here, definitely.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
and Ari got the long end of the stick.
True that. You guys, they're gonna go to the Dome. They're gonna go to the Dome.
The Dome.
The club. You can find me in the club. Where Biniyam is dancing. You guys.
I just want to say, picture this. Imagine Janice is about the same age of our mothers.
Yes.
Imagine if you made your mother travel all the way to Ethiopia and then go to a fucking nightclub at 68 years old.
This is loud. Mother Poodle will be like, this is loud. What are they? How does people not lose their hearing?
My mother would just say things like, this is not good for someone of my age to be in a place like this.
My mother would just say, you know what? Then later on, you get two Kendall Jacksons and my mom. She's up there dancing. That would happen.
What? God, I'm just having fun.
Do y'all know the electric slide? Mother Poodle loves a good electric slide, y'all, at a wedding. Doesn't know cha-cha slides. Don't come at her for that. Or really anything else. Yeah, she knows a good electric slide, though. Loves a good theme dance at a wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does she like the Macarena?
No.
Yeah.
You too ethnic.
Hey, you're honest. That's Mother Poodle.
But have you ever heard the lyrics of that song are filthy?
No, I really
the
never
Spanish lyrics of that song are
really?
Filthy.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, like just filth.
Question. Have you done the Macarena with some guy in your bedroom to that song?
Maybe. That song is a douchey song, though.
So that's why when we went to a friend's wedding, they played the Margarita.
I had to excuse myself to an interior room.
And I looked, and you were on your back with your legs in the air in the middle of the dance floor. And I said, Poodle, that's not the moves. What's for me?
I was just doing them with my legs instead.
Yeah.
Dun, cross them behind my back.
Hey, stick it in it. Aye.
So, you guys, they are...
and
Ari's like, this is too loud.
This is too loud.
And anyway...
And then the music begins to play.
So
and then out
he comes out,
Biniyam.
and then some other woman... Now, we think this is a good time for another episode of 90 Day Gays Theater. Not bad.
Yeah.
The first was a little off, but that's okay. I'd still prefer if you'd sung it and let me harmonize, but that's okay.
Well, you started it.
Yeah, because I knew you weren't going to do it.
Anyway.
I just want things to be good.
So...
Poodle
will be playing the role of Janice.
I'll be playing Janice.
I'll be playing the role of Ari. We are watching my boyfriend who impregnated me and Poodle's son-in-law, future son-in-law, dance
with his ex-girlfriend
and sing.
Oh, he's quite a good dancer.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah.
Look. Oh, who's that? She's actually absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Look at her. Look at her hair. Look at her skin.
Yeah,
she's thinner than you.
She's rapturous, and that's him.
You're gonna have to worry.
That's his ex-girlfriend, Mom.
He's spending every night with her.
Yes, Mom. They're fine now. They're just dancing.
She's flexible. Look at that. That's limber.
I
haven't been that flexible since the Knights of Columbus ball.
You took me out of gymnastics, so I could be that flexible.
You were a disaster. So
Mom, just
you kind of just sat there. You were great with holding the medicine ball. Anyway, look. You know what the best thing is?
What, Mother? Oh my God!
Oh my God! Look at this.
Oh.
This is. He's so talented.
Wow!
Oh, look at the girl.
Well, why
he's taking her. He's playing piano on her legs. Now her drums. Her ass is an actual set of drums. Boom, chicka, boom, 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 boom. That's her ass.
Biniyam didn't tell me he studied music.
He's playing drums on her literal ass. Are you crying yet? You know what? I see chemistry between them. Good chemistry.
Why would you say that, Mom? Why would you say that?
Because I want to make you feel ridiculous. Because you are.
But you know, he does this every night. This is hard work every night.
You're coming home with me. And scene.
Y'all, I know why y'all came for Janet.
She was needling the fuck out of her.
She was needling. It's passive aggressive.
Ooh.
But she kind of has a right to.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like she's put up with Ari her whole life.
I'm just sitting there watching him dancing with his ex-girlfriend. Ain't none of y'all bitches out there that would allow your husband to dance with his ex-girlfriend every fucking night while you're at home with your fucking baby, and pregnant. Ain't none of you.
No.
And if you say you are, we need to talk about that.
I also want to say, too, I'm not a trained dancer. Come at us, trained dancers. Was this good? Because it didn't seem good to me. It didn't seem like he was just kind of picking her up and holding her.
Yeah, there were a lot of kind of like occasional lifts,
and he kind of flourished. But I thought I was ready for like, so you think you can dance like when they do ballroom?
It was more character. It was more character dancing.
I did not, and Janice did ask him, can he make enough to support you? And even I was like, I haven't really.
Probably not.
She said, which is her chorus. I haven't really
thought
about
to him about that.
I haven't thought about that, y'all. She hasn't thought about anything.
That's the thing, because if she
just
thinks
puts
about
crystals
it,
on her stomach and sends Reiki to her baby.
If she thinks about it, it's real, y'all. She has to think of it as real.
Which we believe in crystals. I charged mine last night on the full moon.
Full moon, y'all. Put your crystals out.
On the full moon.
Here's the thing, though. If any of y'all hoes really tell me you would let your baby daddy go and dance with his ex-girlfriend every night while you're sitting there pregnant waiting for him, I need to talk to you, because you're more trustful than I would be. I would go to the club and say, where he at? And I would drag him home in his hair every night. I would be there with spies, y'all. I'd hire a spy to be there every night.
I had a friend who pulled up on her guy who was walking out at a strip club. She broke up with him, but now she's pregnant with another guy.
Oh.
He's not paying attention. He's out of the picture.
That's interesting. After they're done with the dance, you guys, they're talking, and he said, you know, did your previous wife get jealous? And he's like, yes, that was a real problem.
Yeah. And he talks about like he accidentally got lipstick on his shirt. But here's something that is troubling, is that Ari says, Biniyam's told me before he tells a lot of little white lies.
Wow.
That's troublesome for me.
Especially because little white lies is such a cultural idiom.
Well, yeah.
Does that mean it's such an Americanism?
Yeah. But basically he's telling
little lies.
He's kind of putting it on, well, I did it because she got so jealous.
Yeah.
But y'all, if you're telling the little white lies, that's on
why they're
you.
jealous.
It's on you because you can't handle probably upsetting someone or being. Just tell the truth, and he's not going to do this to Art. Yep. He's not going to be truthful.
And you guys remember, jealousy comes from not enough communication.
Yeah,
that's where that comes from.
It's not going to be great.
Yeah. Also, he talked about getting lipstick on his white shirt, and he washed it for 3 hours and he couldn't get it out, and then it was really hard to explain. And she's like, so next time I'm going to hide it. So next time I'll just hide my shirt. And the mom's like, Janice is like, no.
That's it. It's that. I don't know if it's a language thing. I think Biniyam is smart-ish, but he doesn't seem like he's
smart adjacent.
He doesn't he's smarter than Ari.
Yeah,
but it seems like
he seems very immature to me.
Very immature.
Baby. He seems like the baby of his family.
His sisters have his brother have taken care of him. He got to pursue his passions.
Literally, his nickname is Baby.
It is. And here's the deal. When they had that first talk, she said, Ari said, the only thing she said is, well, Biniyam knows that I would never take him from his passion. I get that. You want to support someone having a passion.
I think that's a lovely thing.
Guess what? When you knock up someone and y'all are having a baby, that baby comes first, and supporting that baby.
And you got to be practical.
And you know what? My brother and sister-in-law, they gave up their passions for the first 8 years of their life, and they raise their kids up to where they're old enough. And guess what? They came back to that.
And now your brother has a barbecue
He has
restaurant.
that he loves. My sister-in-law is a nurse, and she loves her career. But they realized they had to do the right thing.
Yeah. Your kids come first, y'all. I was just having this conversation with a client today.
She got pregnant?
No, it's a long other story.
Oh, God.
Also, you're such a pry.
Well, you brought it up.
No.
You brought it up. Oh, God. You brought it up to me to see, and now I want to know.
Yo, we're going to take just a little commercial break. Go refresh your drinks. Let's move on to Jihoon and Deavan, y'all.
Or as we like to call, sad and sadder. Sad and
This is
sadder.
rough, y'all. This was probably the majority of the episode besides Ari. And also, we only had 4 couples this episode. That's why it felt pretty intense.
But not a lot happened because it was just them sitting being sad.
It's a lot of being sad.
And Jihoon's mom being pissed.
What did I describe Manchester by the Sea as? That's a sad movie with sad people.
Yeah. It's true.
It's accurate. I stand by that review.
Yeah. So, y'all, they just had the Jihoon left, and finally, Devan's like, I can't be here. And she starts to cry, and of course, Jihoon's mom's like, don't cry.
Yes, don't cry. That's like the worst thing to do. So the mom,
don't cry out loud.
So loud. That's too loud. Don't cry too loud.
Put it inside.
No, keep it inside. Not put it inside. Wow.
Who sang that song? I don't remember.
Someone's screaming at there. Not Laura Branigan. It's a woman.
Hey, Siri, who sings Don't Cry Out Loud?
Don't Cry Out Loud is by Melissa Manchester.
Yeah, Melissa
Yeah.
Manchester.
Yeah, there you go.
I am proud. That song has the weirdest verses. It's like, baby cried the day the circus came to town.
I'm sorry I brought it up. Y'all.
It's weird.
Anyway.
It's weird verses.
So,
keep it inside.
So what I kind of love at first is Jihoon's mom and dad are talking to the camera, and she's like, I understand why he's upset. He begged her to trust him.
Right.
And all she talked about was his past. And the dad is like, she's lost face with him. I agree with Deavan.
She's like, shut up.
And
Shut
then
up.
she was
I want
like,
to talk. Get over there.
you can leave. Just leave. Leave.
I love me some Mama Jihoon.
This is a mother poodle.
Woo-hoo.
I have literally heard your mother say to you, oh, Jim, just hush.
Yeah. She was, we're going to see more of her this first season of The Other Way in our Patreon. She's got some great moments.
She really, really, really does. She's like, I need to say everything I need to say. And then when he leaves, she's like, her thinking he's scamming him makes me crazy.
Yeah.
Someone loves her son a little too much.
No, she's a mom. And I will say, though, when she keeps saying he scammed him, that feels weird and American privilege to me. It drips with it. Because it's almost like a Nigerian scammer. It drips with privilege for me. Because I don't know, in a way, it's like a foreign person is scamming you.
It's, you know what it is? He's fucked her over, but it is insulting to the little bit of what they have in the relationship.
Right.
And it makes it feel like there was nothing there at all. Because Jihoon does love her.
Yeah, but when you scam someone, you bilk them out of money.
Yeah, but it's like Yolanda, and it's totally fake.
No, that was a scam.
But it's suggesting that there was nothing there,
right?
And that it's so I get that.
It's a bad word to use. So she basically says, "I don't want to talk to you. This is over." And he says to her, "I did not take you seriously."
She says, "I just want." Well, she says, "Tell me why. Why did you lie to me? Why did you spend the money?"
And he said, "Long distance."
It was long distance.
Yep.
I didn't take it seriously. And Deavan is like, "Fuck you."
That y'all to hear you were that she was kind of expendable, and he didn't.
Horrible.
He did not take that. So she'd been kind of toiling.
Imagine if you were pregnant from someone with their child, and they said, "I just didn't take it seriously."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That's rough.
That's rough.
So she says, "Here's what I need. I need you to transfer the $3,000. I need it right now in my hand. And I need to know, because I need to know you're not lying.
Because she says it's not about the money. It's about she doesn't believe him that he has it.
Which
so
is,
she needs
boy,
proof.
that's what you're at that point. That's pretty close
rough.
to the end.
Y'all, and then this Jihoon goes up to his mom.
And she's like, fine, we're going to show
like,
that
fine.
bitch.
And then they go to an
the mom
ATM.
says, this feels like a child's play.
Well, she
I
actually
enjoy
says,
that.
I keep laughing because this feels like child's play.
Uh-huh.
So literally, like, I know it might be, but this
It's
is
ridiculous.
pretty horrible. His mother, who is laughing at the situation with her, it's pretty insensitive.
I agree. I don't think they know half of what's happened.
I don't think they do either.
So Momma Jihoon just kind of wants to start over and not really
She
talk
does.
about he said he's going to do better.
And I don't think Momma Jihoon gets that. He said that he's going to do better many times. I mean, think about this. Y'all, remember if you're on Jihoon's side, just remember, because we're doing season 1 now. We haven't gotten here yet, but Jihoon literally was doing an illegal business
In season 1.
in season 1. And did he go to jail or he
No,
was,
he got in
but
trouble.
he was prosecuted. So like,
I don't know if he was. I don't know. That's a.
but like
I think he might have been booked or indicted or
He
something.
was doing fraud. Like,
yeah, it was selling stolen phones.
so this now is on top of this. So when you think of that,
I think he pled out actually.
but when you
Yeah.
think of that, I kind of think, and maybe I would think like Deavan, like, oh wait, if you did fraud before, are you scamming me?
yeah,
kind
Yeah.
of makes it tracks.
yeah. No, I agree. Y'all don't pull over. We got another one.
We got another.
Lord,
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou.
Send
Holy
angels.
Mary, Mother of God, pray for us
Send
sinners now and
angels.
the hour of death. Amen.
I need to get you a rosary.
We do.
We can do that.
I
Keep
have
going,
one.
Queen's rosaries. Why do you have a rosary?
I can't let it go.
Is that it?
It's what's given to me by my aunt on my first communion. I still
Yeah,
have to
you
have
have to
it.
have it. It's sentimental value. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't ever use it though, do you?
Plead the fifth. Just saying.
Just you with a veil.
If your anal
fingering a rosary.
if your anal beads breaking, you're in a bind, y'all.
Okay. I'm sorry, anyone of the Catholic faith.
Let's be honest. I wouldn't even feel that. Where
No,
are they?
no.
Anyway.
They're like, but we put 3 sets in there.
what? I didn't know.
Anyway, so she's
Carl?
no,
Carl,
no.
could you get out that rosary for tonight, please? Thank you.
So he basically he gives her the money, and he says, take everything. I think he's broken.
He kind of had to get here.
I think
If he doesn't come back from this,
yeah.
if he doesn't change after this, she needs to leave him. He'll
I
never change.
I think this is the breaking point. If not, she needs to cut bait. I agree.
But I don't even know if they can come back from this. Can they ever have like a normal relationship?
I do not know. As far as we know, you guys, they
I don't know if they're together on
Deavan
Instagram and
Deavan
stuff.
is very, very prolific on Instagram.
She got her lips done, that's for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. She kind of looks like a cam model right now.
She does. She
Yeah.
looks like she's one step away from OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with OnlyFans.
No.
I said that with judgment. I didn't mean it that way. So,
I would get one if I could.
y'all.
You know what? If Ericy can get an OnlyFans, then that's like a very popular OnlyFans, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's
apparently.
not even that hot.
He's not.
So you guys, the next day.
By the way, did you hear that Erica is doing OnlyFriends?
oh,
And it's a website to help people that are lonely. And you meet other people. I'm like, stop making me love you.
I love her.
I know.
Y'all follow Glitterbuggin from
Glitterbuggin.
Erica from last season. She's one of the few non-garbage people
It's true. Who's that hiding? It's a glitter bug.
from before the 90 Days season 3,
Yeah.
or the ones who are on B93 Strikes Back or B90
Where
Strikes Back.
Stephanie's on YouTube, still showing her tits.
I don't think she shows her tits.
Basically.
She's not a great person. Yeah.
You know what? You know what bugs me about Stephanie? I don't care if you have your OnlyFans. You're fingering your goot. You're having someone mow your runway on the camera. Whatever. Do whatever. But own it. Kind of own it. But where Stephanie was like, well, I'm not in this and that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's very self-righteous.
You know
She's
who-
queen of self-righteous. Yeah.
you know who owned it? I'm pulling, Granny, and I fuck
no.
on camera, and I don't
Listen,
care.
listen.
I have a grandson. I'll write you a check with my porn
This
money.
is a terrible way to talk about porn, Granny.
Because I'm porn, Granny, and I'm proud.
But that's not. This is not even her season. God, never again. Anyway, so the next day she's devastated. He's devastated.
She's like,
they're both
the
in
night before-
devastatia.
yeah, because she was like shaking, looked like
Yeah.
she was going to be sick. So he took her home, and then
Yeah,
the
it was
next
like she was
day,
in withdrawal or something.
the next day he comes over. Deavan tells mom to leave.
Thank God, she
'Cause
would have
y'all-
only made things
'cause
worse.
You know she's fucking
Yeah.
And so, Jihoon is saying it's embarrassing, because I have nothing, and then,
She does say, I'm going to give you, if I give you this last chance, here's what you need to do. Number 1, don't talk to me like you talked to me last night ever again.
yes,
2,
yeah.
our money is going to
We
go
have a
into
joint
a
account.
joint account. And he said, my money is your money. And she said, and number 3, in 1 month, if you haven't changed,
I will go
I'm
back.
going to go back. So this is what's interesting. She finally set ground rules, which should have been done before.
Before, yeah.
And I guess she just assumed he would do it.
You know what? I think, because I have friends in other situations right now, and I think a lot of women, and this happens to some men too, so I don't, but it happens a lot. A lot of women think that when their
A man becomes a
boyfriend,
father.
or
He just
when he finds out their father, like that was my brother. He
Something
flipped
like
the
flips a
flipped the
switch
switch,
flips.
and he did it. And you know that happens to most people. But don't assume that is a natural reaction, y'all, because there
Yeah.
are a lot of people who are just fuck ups in life that are not going to be fathers.
I think,
or
too,
mothers.
he seemed like, from what we saw on the show, he was concerned about the baby. He was concerned in that process, but he didn't show up for the birth.
He didn't show up for the birth. Yep. This is why that's why
They were
I
all
didn't get
warning signs.
I didn't get as offended with the scamming content because when you look at the litany of shit Jihoon has failed on, it almost is like, are you stringing me along?
Well, scamming, literally, usually it means money. And he hasn't gotten any money
That's
from
true.
her.
That's true. That's
So
true.
that's kind of why, and it felt very American to say.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
why
That's
I
true.
said the
I get
phrase
that, yeah.
scamming.
That's true. So, basically, I mean, that's kind of how they leave it.
Yeah, that's.
And I will say this:
It's just like, don't wake up my son. Don't wake up my son because he's trying to love on her.
that baby sleeping
Taeyong-
is so fucking cute.
Taeyong is right up there in the cutest.
He's still
Of the
cute
babies,
too.
y'all.
He's a really cute
He's
baby.
a cute baby. Yep.
Anyway,
Pierre, Taeyong, cute babies.
cute babies.
The less said about the others, the better. I'm not going to list them.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, shall we move on to cheese stick and Melyza?
So excited! I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so
ready. I'm
excited
so ready
to be here. Oh, okay. Let's go. I can't wait. It's dinner time. It's breakfast time.
Okay,
Mama,
y'all.
it's breakfast time.
I am not kidding. He is so excited about her cooking. It is literally like
Oh,
What you gonna feed me?
I can't cook like you do. I love the eggs
bacon,
that you make.
bacon.
Okay, first of all, calm your tits, cheese stick. It's eggs.
It's eggs. It's just fucking
No
eggs.
one. I mean,
And he's like,
I've had good scrambled eggs before, but it's still scrambled eggs.
he's also said, oh man, I can't wait to have this chorizo. I've been craving
You
this
live
chorizo.
in Texas.
There's chorizo in Texas. There's chorizo. You go to Ralph's.
There's Mexican or there's Latin American food in Texas.
Publix HEB has chorizo. Piggly Wiggly has chorizo. Well, maybe not.
Maybe
Piggly,
not Piggly
Wiggly.
Wiggly. They call it Mexican sausage.
Yeah. That's true.
They probably do.
They probably do. Come at us if your Piggly Wiggly has
And at one point
chorizo.
he goes, "Yummy."
He literally went, yummer, yummer.
And sticks his face into his plate. So this whole thing, I literally wrote down, it's eggs.
It's eggs.
And chorizo, and she made
And then
you a
he eats it, he's
tortilla.
This is good.
So she's talking to her mom. She's disappointed. Mom's disappointed and very vocal about not wanting Melyza to be with him.
Yeah.
And this is what I thought was so interesting. Her dad does not know.
So yeah, because they're saying they're going to go. Well, first of all, but they're still having breakfast, and
Yeah.
they're saying they're going to go talk to their parents tonight.
Yeah.
And she tells him at the time, she's like, "I talked to my mom.
She knows most of it.
She didn't even say most of it. She
Yeah.
just said she knows some things.
Yeah.
That's what she said." And she's like, and she's disappointed. And then she said, "This is what you're talking about. That her dad doesn't know a thing.
Dad doesn't know, and this is the thing. It makes me really like Melyza because she's not weaponizing this to in her family, because she said, I could not tell my father because he loves Tim, and I did not want to destroy my father's
And they
opinion
have a
of him.
close relationship.
Yeah, and so she does.
Tim starts
She does
crying.
care for cheese stick, y'all.
She does, and
she
she
cares.
starts.
And so does her father. Loves himself some cheese stick.
So he starts crying, and he's like, "It just makes me more motivated to do what I have to do."
And I gotta say, Tim is a pretty crier, y'all.
He is. And Melyza is sitting there stone cold.
I said it before, y'all. She's got resting bitch face for days.
She really does.
And it's quite, I admire it.
And then
she's a very pretty girl, but wow. She can turn that
and
on.
then they cut to her, and she says, Tim's really good about having his feelings. And, he cries a lot, and I've heard it before. But when is it enough when it comes to this?
She's got an off button, y'all. She can just flick that switch.
So here's
cheese stick can't.
Here's my question, and we can talk about this more. Why come? Because I understand Melyza and her mother are really upset, but especially in Melissa's.
I think he has to come to save the relationship at all.
But and maybe just because from what we're seeing, she feels very like not letting him in at all. And I'm not saying that she needs to, but it's, again, I hope they show them going to a therapist or something, because
I don't know if that's going to happen.
It feels like he just came for her to kind of punish him.
But
what's the point then of him coming?
He's making the grand romantic gesture. Thanks, therapist.
But don't you have to, if you are on the receiving end of that grand romantic gesture, when do you accept that? In his perspective, he's never going to let it go until she tells him, "Fuck off! I never want to see you again," to his face. So that's what I'm saying.
He almost, in a way, he kind of either wants that. This is their last step.
He wants closure.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Whatever that may be.
So
I understand him. I'm saying I don't understand. Come at us, sissies, if you've been in this situation. I never have. And
so you're saying, why would she let him come?
Why is Melyza let him come and putting herself through this? Is it just to punish him?
I think this was made a decision for him to come there. I think.
But why would? But you're talking about. So you're saying you keep talking about his perspective. Her perspective.
No, that's what I'm saying now.
Does she want to just punish him?
I'm
trying to get in her head.
No, so she's the one who they made the decision. She said you should come too.
But she's not acting like. And granted, he's only been there for the second day, but she's not warming up to him. It doesn't seem like at all.
I think she doesn't want. I think she can't. I think she's paralyzed. She can't move forward. She can't move backward.
Yeah, she seems paralyzed. Actually, what we're talking about. She's not. She is not forgiving or forgetting.
Because
at
one point she can't tell him to fuck off. I never want to see you again.
I think that's a good word for it. She does seem paralyzed.
And she also can't get past the cheating. So it's
almost like her mother is holding her anger for her.
Y'all,
isn't it? It's like she can't even be angry.
Melyza's having some problems.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like there's going to have to be such a blow up, and they're going to have to talk about the reasons behind the infidelity besides her not being there, because there's obviously emotional reasons that they haven't discussed.
Yeah.
Am I boring you? I'm sorry with your yawning.
I just had a yawn. It's afternoon time.
You've been yawning the whole time, but that's fine.
It's fine. It's not about you. Promise. I'm not tired.
It's all about me. Anyway.
That's the name of her memoir.
So, you guys.
It's because I'm back on keto again, and my body's reacting from no carbs and sugar.
That you will.
That is why.
Your first couple days.
I'm like,
I don't do full keto. You need to be careful with how much your full keto will make you is exhausting. Yeah. Anyway.
That is it, though.
So,
Anyway, thank you for clarifying. That paralyzed, that's a good word.
They get in her roller skate car.
It is a roller skate car.
And going to her parents' house. And
going to my parents, and they're still gonna hate you.
And he's like, "Can you roll down the window?"
I want to put my tongue out. Anyway, so
and so they meet his sister Susie,
Yep.
the dad, and mom, and what's the mom's name? I
never got it.
Yeah, I missed
but
it.
Y'all,
I just called her Mama Melyza.
I called it, y'all. If Melyza is not holding any anger, the
mom,
mother's holding all of it.
Mom is the bouncer for this club.
Whoa.
Y'all. And so she does. Mom does hug him. She's like, I was being polite because I still have so much affection for him, but I detest what he did.
She's like,
so,
well, she said, yeah,
I'm not made of stone.
Not made of stone.
But she's pissed, y'all.
And then even then
Mama Melyza is pissed.
So then they sit down to eat, and she's just staring at him.
She is, with a face like she has eaten a turd.
Yep. And then out of the blue, she says, Tim got fat.
Tim is very fat.
And doesn't
Muy
even,
gordo.
But doesn't even smile like you say, boy,
No.
look at you in that gut.
No,
She just says,
there's no sympathetic laughter.
Mm-mm.
And he's like, yeah, I've been eating too much puppy chow.
And then you need to make time for those things. Make time for everyone.
Yeah, y'all.
And Tim even cuts him going, fuck.
Mom's
going in right off the bat. It's like, it's just worse than when I peed on the carpet.
You don't want Mama Melyza on your bad side. So, yeah, I've got to say this, and we gave him props before. Cheese Stick is speaking halfway decent Spanish.
The guy,
it's better than almost anybody else. It's better than Corey.
Better than anyone we've seen so
it's
far.
It's better
90 days.
than, with the exception of maybe Ricky, and before the 90. But
I think Ricky spoke.
He had studied
Spanish.
before.
Yeah. He didn't do it for. Ricky does nothing for someone else. God, what a
he's
piece
still
of
one of the
shit.
worst.
I don't even care.
We really hated him.
He was gross.
But yeah,
you got to give it to Tim.
Yeah,
Tim is like, he went to a terrible therapist, but he's gone to therapy. He's learning the language. He has chosen to move here. The guy really is making the effort.
He also says, and the dad asks, "Why are you moving here?" And he's like, "What do I say? Please don't shame me."
Said, where's that ball? Could someone just throw the ball so I can run away?
Throw the ball. So it's like, and he said, living together, we realized we need to discuss more. And so basically that was a good excuse. And the mom's sitting there stewing and chewing on that turd that's in her mouth.
Oh, yeah. And then, so the dad says, you know what? I'm going to toast. Let me go get some tequila.
Let me conveniently leave the room.
And he and other sad sister get
up.
Producers? Yeah. And they leave the room.
Sad sister, she was.
And then Tim says, so, Mom, I know you know a few things about us. And her response, Poodle?
Everything. I know Toto.
Everything.
All of it. I know everything, Tim.
And Tim even looks whiter. Like the color just drains out of his face.
And then he starts crying golden retriever tears again.
Yep. And she's like, what were you thinking? He says, I wasn't thinking.
He does make excuses for a while. Finally, she gets him to apologize. I'm sorry I did this to you. I'm sorry I did this to your family. The problem,
I hurt
you guys, when you apologize, be careful that you don't give excuses for it, because that does, as soon as you start saying excuses, that means that this made me do it.
And I think, and I get people, and it's okay to do that, but it's okay to, apologize first. Apologize first in a good way of saying, but this is a little different because there's no, the thing is, you can justify some things, but there's no way to justify this.
No.
None at all. So anyway.
You just say, I'm sorry a lot. I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you. Don't talk about distance. Don't talk about I was lonely. Don't talk about any of that.
In this case, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
You
cheated.
You cheated. So.
He does accept responsibility, and Mom even says, I don't think you're sincere anymore, Tim. I'm very disappointed in you.
I don't think you're sincere at all.
And I wrote, fuck, this bitch is savage.
This bitch is savage.
So, y'all, I said, he's fucked.
Oh, he's fucked.
Yeah, this is...
This is
not... unless there's an act of God.
Yep.
Mom is going to hold a grudge forever.
Oh, forever.
I don't know how Cheese Stick is going to get out of this. So now we're on to Sumit and...
Y'all, thank you. The story is Henny Penny.
Yes!
Jenny is Henny.
Yes!
She is Henny
Thank
Jenny.
you. Henny Jenny.
She is Henny Jenny.
Penny. Henny Penny was a bitch.
What is the story of Henny Penny?
I don't know. But now I need to look it up.
Hey,
Look
Siri,
it up.
what's the story of Henny Penny? Poodle, tell us the story of... It's not, I don't want a story.
Where's my phone?
But Poodle, tell us a story about your last encounter with chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, well, I look up Henny Penny.
What do you mean?
Didn't you grow up with I didn't
really grow up with chickens.
Oh, really?
I grew up with my mother hated them. She said they were like rats. And so, but then my father got some egg-laying chickens because he wanted eggs, fresh eggs. And she's like, I hate these fucking chickens. And then my mother got to where she loved the chickens because she would take care of them. And she's like, oh, here comes old T-Rex. She named all of them. There were like 4.
Lord.
And then one died and my mother was bereft for a week. And then she decided, like 2 others died. I think they got rid of the chickens finally. But my mother loved them for a while. Wow. Anyway, what's the story of Henny Penny?
So we were right. We just didn't know. Henny Penny in the U.S. is usually referred to Chicken Little. In European nations, in other words, it's
Chicken
called...
Little says the sky is falling.
That's what I...
No, Chicken Little says the sky is falling.
Well, they're saying on Wikipedia...
It means don't lie,
Chicken
kids.
Little. Well, this is all about... Yes, the sky is falling, but also there's a fox that eats them all at the end.
That's dark.
That's the European one of Henny Penny.
Didn't see it going there.
Yeah, but so...
Didn't see it going there.
Anyway, so yeah.
What if the sky actually fell at the end and Chicken Little's like, see? I told you.
I told you.
Like Brandy Smurf.
That's called Poodle Little.
I know. See?
That's a little poodle
if you
nursery.
Just listen to me about the world, the polar ice caps. We have just listened to Greta Thunberg.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, so that's Henny Jenny.
There's very little about her, you guys. I wrote down that her Indian style has gotten so much better this season.
She looks really pretty.
She's finding stuff that works with her style,
and
but also
skin
looks
tone.
kind of Indian at the same time.
You know what? Her lipstick is a little better.
It is a little better.
It's much better. She's
and her
doing more plums.
This hair is much better for her.
What do you think? Did Jenny listen to our show?
Doubtful.
I don't
know how to do a podcast.
I tried to press a button, but I couldn't do anything.
Sumit tried to teach me.
Oh.
Christina, do you not do a podcast?
Y'all, so they're going to have dinner with their brother. I just want to remind you, it's Amit and Sumit. Poodle has problems with this, y'all.
Strangely enough, I had 2 twins, Indian kids, in my musical theater class, and their names were Praneet and Braneet.
I mean, I would fuck that up all the time. Even now.
I know.
I mean,
don't do that to your kids, y'all. Don't have rhyming names.
Grandma Hazelwood had the word, because even when I was a a teenager, she'd say, now, Brian, I mean Chad, I mean Craig, I mean Brad, I mean Darla, I mean Matt. Did you come at us if your grandmother went through all the grandkids' names before she got to you?
My father always calls me my oldest nephew's name now because it's close to mine.
I'm sure that's not deep-seated.
I said, I'm not going to respond until you say my name correctly. That's usually when I respond. Like a child. Like I am over 40 and respond like that. Like a child to my father who is over 75. Because I am a petulant child. Just putting that out there.
Wow.
Now that I realize it, it's ridiculous.
Your dad looks good for being over 75.
Yeah, I think he's he's 78.
He's going to live a long
My
time,
dad.
I think.
He takes care of himself. It's just, I don't know. Because he's getting crazier and crazier by the day, too. He's got cocked up theories.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway.
Lord.
Won't go into business with him. So they're meeting Amit.
Your mother was never the same after he killed her dogs.
That's a sad story.
That's a sad
Did we ever tell? No, we can't go into this story.
I think we have told it before.
God, my father put out poison for moles, and
He ended up killing mother poodles. Two
mother
puppies.
poodles too. They weren't puppies, but they were
They're like
old enough
two.
dogs. They were so awful too. They were awful dogs.
Muffin's a way better dog, right?
She's kind of awful too.
So,
But-
the story is your mother doesn't train her dogs.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. They were just awful. They weren't great dogs. She loved them, but yeah, they ate poison and they died. So Southern stories, y'all. Those are brutal
Sad.
Southern stories. My mother was inconsolable for like at least a month. My father was so like he's like, I can't believe I did that. It almost at this point they would have stayed together. It's too. Why bother?
Why bother? Where else are you gonna go?
They've been married for like almost 50 years. You gonna start over then? Mother Poodle had to look at her options, y'all.
Y'all come at us if your parents got divorced at 50 years. That takes some. That's brazen.
I think after a while, you're just like, we just want to ride this out till we die.
Might as well. I put in for your retirement. I might as well get some. So, y'all, they go to sit down to eat, and then we have maybe one of the most awkward moments in 90-day
I wrote
history.
down, this was the worst small talk ever.
Ever.
Have you been here before?
This is a nice place.
Yep.
Oh, I've never seen the glasses.
What? They're very heavy. Look.
Yeah, heavy glasses.
Do I know that waitress?
I don't know. I like her eyeshadow.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
These glasses are heavy. Oh, wait, we already said that.
Did you just lay an egg?
Well, yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. It was real. This is someone who's Sumit's brother, you guys, and this is the small talk.
It was not good.
They have a collective past, y'all.
Yeah.
There's no reason for this kind of small talk.
So Sumit finally is like, okay, let's talk about mom and dad. And Amit's like, basically, they don't want them to be together, he says.
Yep.
And he's like, I think the big thing is the age thing. Y'all, I came at one of our sissies, Ashwini, and I asked her if this is if in the U.S., women get judged for dating younger men, but a lot of older men don't. And she said, no, it's pretty like, even if it was an older man and a
Across
younger
the
woman,
board, it would
it's
be
a big deal.
Big deal to marry outside your age range.
Your age range. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So thanks
So it's
for
not
the
as
tea.
much that she's American. It's the age range.
The age range, I guess. Yeah. So, because this is what Amit starts talking about. This is going to affect their social circle.
Right.
And,
Which is huge.
And I guess families will not want to hang out with them.
I think
if
that's
they know,
it. Because it brings shame to the family.
Bring shame to the family. And Jenny's like, "My God, I don't understand what society says."
Jenny is so intolerant
Don't you want-
of anything.
Don't you want to be happy?
We love each other. That's all that matters, right? You can build a house on love. She just changes sex.
Yeah.
There.
She just
spontaneously grows a rooster's comb.
I got a crow.
Arr.
Anyway, and then, but Sumit kind of breaks it down. He's like, look, he doesn't say it, but he kind of says, that's not it, Jenny.
Right.
Everybody wants everybody to be happy. But this
and she doesn't want to lose. And she
but
doesn't
parents want the society to be happy.
And she doesn't want to lose the family. She doesn't. They don't. None of them want to lose family and the society connection. They want to have it all.
They want to have it all.
I want it all. Do you know what that is?
Is that from
No.
The Time Will
No.
Turn? The
No.
Red
No.
Secret.
No.
Secret, bro.
No. It's from the musical Baby.
Baby.
It's when these women in the 80s sing, I want to have a baby and a career too.
Oh, wow.
And it's so dated.
There's a
and
really beautiful song that one of the fathers sings.
I
in
Chose
Baby.
Right, probably.
I Chose Right's a beautiful song.
Yeah. It's a very dated score, you guys, but some lovely stuff. Patterns that the older woman sings about having patterns in her life that are just she's trapped by. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a good score.
And we're back to gay. Amit does say, he says, look, I respect your emotions. And basically he's saying, I think you need to go talk to mom and dad. Both of you.
Yes. And
Both
I
of
went,
you need to go talk.
oh my God.
And that's the scene
where we wound up.
we're waiting for. Anyway.
All right, so you guys, this is our sissy.
Standing under your spotlight.
This is our sissy.
Sissy spotlight.
God, I hate that song. So this is not necessarily a call, but because he said he was too embarrassed to leave it, but I'm going to treat this as a spotlight.
Okay.
This is from Sean, otherwise known as Straight Sissy.
Somebody just peeled out.
Okay, I may get aroused reading this, so I may need to take some time.
Okay, I'll open my phone if you can't
So
do
Sean
it.
says, OMG, how did I fuck that up? He was trying to call and couldn't. Either way, I'm trying to get this story straight. As I am, I really like girls, I swear. Ha ha ha. I'm here in the USA, and my girlfriend is Brazilian. She loves your pod as much as I do. You queens are the best. I'm going to write it down. I'm from the South, too, so you know how this goes. I go through Ardmore on my route, so Maddie's stories hit home for me here. Blue Ridge Mountains from Fleet Foxes, one of my favorite bands. Just came on randomly while I was messaging you, Poodle. I hope you know that song, and I hope you hold it as dear to your heart as I do. Anyway, have a great night, dear. Later on, he says, Poodle, I'm too shy to call in. I just want to tell you both I love the show and wanted to see if you could cover The Only Thing or The Dress Looks Nice on You by Sufjan Stevens. I'd love to hear your take. You both crack me up so much. Much love. Okay, a couple things here. I would throw my panties at a Fleet Foxes concert, and I would ravish Sufjan Stevens in a minute, even though he's straight. And
Sean,
That Dress Looks Nice on You is one of my favorite songs.
In the words of Reba McEntire in Is There Life Out There, what have you done? What have you done?
You Twitter pated me, Sean. I'll have to find a way to do that song somehow. I love That Dress Looks Nice on You. You don't know it. It's not your style.
I'm happy to cover it, but we're not because I don't want to watch you masturbate during a podcast. So,
I just love when straight sissies contact us, y'all.
So, Sean, if you want to talk about that with Poodle, maybe y'all can video chat each other via Twitter or
Piano Cat 77
at 9 p.m.
You got to be naked, though. That's my rule.
Well, Sean, I'm glad you're driving
sorry,
through
you're
Ardmore.
completely horrified.
Y'all remember, if you go to Ardmore, go to Caddo Street Barbecue in downtown Ardmore. Ask for Brian.
Is your brother paying us? No more advertisement for your brother's fucking barbecue.
You know what?
unless
I'd
he's
advertise your brother's homes.
You know what?
Keeping it in the family.
I would say no unless he was kicking me something.
Boy, y'all are ruthless.
You know
in
what?
Your family.
That's how things work.
I'm gonna
goods and services for money.
You know, I'm gonna talk about Caddo Street. I don't care, y'all. A lot of sissies sent us pictures. Some of y'all just went to Arbuckle Wilderness this weekend, and you said a donkey had a huge dick, and you and your son laughed about it for hours. But you know what? I never thought about it. It's social distancing because you stay in your car and just drive.
It's like one of the things you can do.
So if y'all.
Go to Arbuckle Wilderness.
They probably hate gay people.
Come see
we don't
the
know.
animals at Arbuckle Wilderness.
The animals are waiting for you. You can
I don't know the rest of this.
Last time you said, pick up line shit. Arbuckle wilderness. The animals are waiting for you.
Yeehaw!
Someone just got that out of their head. Y'all,
We just fucked them.
I'm gonna find that song and you're gonna hear it's really well done. It's kind of like some Eddie.
Is it?
It's like Eddie Rabbit type of country.
You know what? The sad thing is, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what it is? It's really that old
Love
80s.
the rainy night.
Ding, 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 ding.
Did he have another hit?
Maybe.
Hey Siri, did Eddie Rabbit have another hit besides Rainy Night? My Siri doesn't talk.
Why not?
I don't want it to.
You've silenced her or him.
I don't like it when it talks.
You know, it makes me feel good. That's a good song.
He's dead
Yeah, Eddie Rabbit's dead.
in 1998.
Yeah.
He was 56. Driving my life away. I love that song. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for another day.
Whoa, Whoa.
He had a lot of hits.
Holy fucking...
Crystal Gale, You and I.
Um,
Just you and I, sharing our
That's a
dreams
good-
together.
Andrea just posted a picture in the Sissy Squad. Or no, sorry, not Andrea.
Are we doing this live?
Yeah, I was bored. I was looking on a Facebook group. This is young Harrison Ford.
Oh, have you never seen him young?
in a Speedo.
Oh, that's hot.
Y'all,
Harrison Ford in Star Wars is hot.
I know, but look, Harrison Ford has a big dick.
Oh, he does.
Wow.
He looks good.
Wow.
He's
Anyway,
really hot.
He's really hot. Okay, I bet he can fuck.
I think Harrison Ford of any age is hot.
Yeah, and he
Maybe
can
not
fuck,
now.
y'all.
Anyway,
No, he's still hot
Sissy,
now.
Sissy, shout outs, y'all.
Sissy shout out. Let's do okay.
Where are we?
Let's Mary. What letter do you got us on this week in the letter? Y'all, just so you know, Mary how do I say it? Shesky.
Wormsby.
She does a letter for us that keeps track of all of us so we don't do the same fucking people because we always do.
Because we will.
Because we will.
We will.
Okay, y'all. So we've got, let's look at this and see. Okay. What?
No, I'm just, you're like, okay. What do we do here? Where am I? I'm trying to figure out
So
how
we're
to
on
do
Q
this.
and R. Q and R.
You
You want to do Q or do you want to do R?
Did we do Q and R last week?
I
feel like we
I
did.
didn't type them in, so we're doing it again.
No, we did. I feel like we did them last week.
No, we didn't.
Sure?
No, because you did Molly Kate O'Mara.
Oh, you're right.
You never.
Molly
no.
Kate O'Mara.
Exactly.
The most Irish name I've ever heard.
Q and R poodle.
Okay. I'll do Q.
Great. We're waiting.
Who can't we do?
We can't do Margarita Quezada
Good.
and Quentin Bonton. What does that say? Yeah, Bonton.
I thought we've done some of these people before.
We might have done it on the Patreon. Just pick a fucking Q.
Oh, well. Sometimes, y'all, these Qs are going to have everything because there's not a lot of them. Okay, I've got mine.
All right.
Y'all, this goes out. My sissy shout out goes out to Missy Quiggins.
All right.
Missy
Quiggins.
Quiggins.
All right.
Missy
Oh, God.
Quiggins. Sorry, you mouth sounds people. Quiggins. Missy Quiggins. Y'all, Missy is an adventuring, outdoorsy girl.
Okay.
She loves nothing more than getting on her raft, her whitewater raft, just like she's on the river. She wants to go on the river. She's river raft and all over. She doesn't care.
Look out for me.
She doesn't. Oh, muddy water. Johnny Bandies, all deep and wide. I gotta need. I'm going someplace.
And I gotta need it all up on your back and ride.
That was a nice 2-part harmony.
Yeah.
Don't waylay me. You know I have to sing Muddy Water. That's from Big River. Yo, listen to that. That's a good musical.
It is.
Quiggins. Sorry. Missy Quiggins. I was like, where am I?
Yeah.
She loves to go whitewater rafting, and sometimes it just turns over, and she laughs and laughs and laughs.
Good.
I know. It's a good thing to do. One time my dad, we turned over, and he was really pissed off because our cooler flipped.
Okay, wasted alcohol
Anyway,
would make me angry too.
So we... So she also loves to cosplay the River Wild movie. And she loves especially when it gets kind of dark and like Kevin Bacon is like ordering Meryl Streep around. So anytime she goes River Wild, the trip always turns.
Oh.
So she basically treats whoever she's with as her prisoners
Oh.
by the end of it.
Oh.
But it's fine. By the end, she's just kind of humiliated them and made them feel really, really bad about themselves. And then she flips it over. She's like, "You ever seen the River Wild? That's fun, ain't it?"
Oh.
Anyway, she also loves to masturbate with a whitewater rafting paddle.
Jesus.
She takes the end off. That's the shout out.
Wow. Quiggins, Mrs. Quiggins.
Missy Quiggins.
All right. This
Rhymes with Chrissy. That's her name.
This this next sissy shout out goes to Rosanna Martinez. Oh, I forgot to say her fake name. Hosanna Martinez.
Hosanna, hey, Zana, 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 ho, Hosanna, Hosanna.
That song always just sounds like somebody's drunk singing Hosanna to me. Anyway,
JC, would you die for me?
Okay,
Zana,
all right.
Hosanna, hey, Zana.
Rosanna. Hosanna Martinez. Y'all.
You can't read something off if it's not off a prompter.
It's true. Rosanna. That's a pretty name.
Hosanna.
Oh, Hosanna. Y'all, she's a pretty lady. She's got beautiful eyebrows. And she is obsessed with Rosanna Dana and Gilda Radner.
So original. Really original.
So, y'all.
Boy, you're running out of material.
Yeah, because what you said was truly, yeah, wow. So anyway, y'all, because she got interested because she found that as her name. Then she realized, wait a minute, I want to be a stand-up comedian like Gilda Radner.
Okay.
So she learned everything she could about Gilda Radner. She watched all of her films. She listened to her stand-up comedy. But then she had children. And she got waylaid in life. And so she said,
Children will waylay you like no other.
She's like, I'm going to focus on my kids. And I'm going to just go to be a good parent to my kids. In fact, I'm going to be so involved in my kids' lives. I'm going to go to all their PTA meetings. Okay. I'm going to go all to their student conferences. Now, granted, y'all, this is a Catholic school that her kids go to. It's a very religious family. And so she decided when her kids, she has twin boys. Their names are...
Yeah, what are their names?
Their names are... Yale and Harvard, because she wanted to put expectations on them.
Got it.
So Yale and Harvard are going to Catholic school, and so they're 8 years old, y'all. And she decided before all the corona, they having parents, come up and talk about their jobs. And she said, you know what? I've never been on a comedian stage. I have never done stand-up comedy. I'm going to use this children's audience to do my first stand-up comedy routine.
Why not?
Just like Gilda Radner.
In 15 years.
However, she didn't tell the teacher that she's a blue comedian.
It worked blue, yeah.
It worked blue. Y'all, she is getting up there talking about how her husband likes to be pegged in the middle of the night while the kids are asleep, what they do.
And the kids think she's talking about blocks.
And then she lost it. The teacher said, no, she said, "This is horrible," and try to. She's like, "Wait a minute, but I have a song for the kids. It's a farm song about animals."
Okay.
But she didn't know she was gonna sing that Gilda Radner song, "The Animals."
Yeah, I'm aware.
And so suddenly she starts, "Fuck you, Mr. Turtle, eat me, Mr. Pig." Anyway,
She was never asked before
No.
again.
the teacher loved it, and now it's
Oh.
the class song.
Who knew?
So now every week,
Even a Catholic school.
it's true. You know what? And so now, well, Sister Mary Fuckface loved it.
Oh,
So
I
now,
would imagine with a surname like Fuckface.
so each week she does a Zoom where she teaches the kids dirty songs about
Gotta
animals.
learn sometimes.
Just know y'all can always find your place.
Okay.
And that's
Yours always have a moral at the end.
and yours always ends up somebody
With
coming.
someone masturbating. Yeah.
You know what? We're
We're on brand.
We're on brand. Yo, that's our sissy
That's the
shout out.
show.
And that's the show.
Y'all come at us on our sissy squad. We have fun in there.
We are having
Our
a wonderful
Facebook group.
time in there. It's a
Um,
very wonderful, fun group. Y'all come at us on that. If you want some classic 90 day fiance,
Classic day.
classic 90 day gays, come at us on our Gatreon.
Yep, the
We-
$5 y'all. We got smothered in there at the $8 level. We've got Love After Lockup.
Lock, and the 15s are watching chat, so you can. We haven't done this in a while. You can watch Poodle and I. It's like our version of Pillow Biter Talk.
Pillow Biter
We're
Talk.
watching classic 90 Day Gays before we reacting to it. So we're getting more and more people on that. And because of Christina edit, they're watching it all. It's 30
minutes. You guys got 30 minutes
for your pleasure.
Yeah.
So anyway, check us out on that. You can get us at Cameo, at the Matt Mar, or Jake It or
That
Fake
takes
It.
as long for your kid to like watch an episode of fucking Paw Patrol.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or watch 2 episodes. You can
Yeah.
watch us.
Just watch us on your iPad while your kid thinks you're watching them with your earphones in.
And when he asks you questions, say, "I like Chase too."
Exactly. That's all you got to say.
That's all. That's who's their favorite because that's what they're gonna fucking ask
All
you.
they got to say.
I like Chase.
Or
just
blue.
repeat that.
The answer's blue, son. That's all you got to do.
Fucking Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, y'all, we call these people lonely hearts because Poodle, aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love?
Yes. And if you go to a nightclub and your boyfriend plays some girl's leg like a piano and plays the drums on her ass, call us.